Guys, Will here with W.T.F Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2022 Chevy Malibu LT Redline Edition.
And a huge thanks to Rob and the rest of the management and staff here at Chevrolet of Wesley Chapel for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're in the Tampa, Wesley Chapel area looking for a new car, SUV, or truck, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Rob.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Malibu started off as Chevy's front-engine, rear-wheel drive car, available as a 4- and 2-door from 1964 up until 1983. Lasting for 4 generations before being discontinued for about 15 years. Brought back in 1997, however, after being brought back, it's been a front-engine, front-wheel drive platform. Since 1997, we have had 5 generations of Chevy Malibus. The 9th generation Malibu that you see here was released in 2016, refreshed in 2019, and for 2022 we do have a couple additional changes. Starting with the L trim being discontinued, making the LS the new base model. The mechanical parking brakes also discontinued, replaced with an electronic parking brake. The shadow gray metallic and black cherry metallic paint colors have been replaced by mineral gray metallic and dark ash metallic, and the LT now comes equipped with base 16-inch rims. The LS is the base model now, starting at $24,495, coming equipped with a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. All Malibus up until the Premier trim come equipped with the 1.5-liter turbo, cranking out 160 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. You can upgrade $1,000 to the RS, which is $25,495. Same motor, the LT is about $2,500 above the RS, weighing in around 3,170 pounds, and the 1.5-liter turbos made it to a CVT transmission, and you can expect 0 to 60 around 7.8 seconds. That was the current driver test. The Premier is about $7,000 above the LT, but you get a 2.0-liter turbo cranking out 250 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, and a 9-speed automatic transmission. That car can do 60 in 5.8 seconds, making it a direct competitor to vehicles like the Honda Accord 2.0T or like the Toyota Camry with a 3.5-liter V6. It is a quick car, but as we mentioned, this is the LT with a base price of $27,895. What do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So up front, you notice the black styling accents for this Redline edition. We get the blacked out grille, blacked out rims with the red line on it for the Redline package. No LED headlamps, so we do get LED daytime running strips. Projector headlamps with a halogen high beam, blacked out Chevy bow tie too. It's a clean looking front end, definitely a stylish design, but it doesn't look too bold or aggressive. I don't think most customers looking for the Malibu necessarily want it to be, but these red accents also really help when it comes to the aggressive styling. These blacked out rims are 19s wrapped in Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, some of the best all-seasons in the business. Dimensions here are a super beefy 245/40 R19. So with these 245 wide tires, you should have no problem at all putting the power down with this 1.5-liter turbo. My Camaro LT1 came standard with 245 wide tires. The Malibu badging is outlined in red too. Red line on the mirror cap. It's a blacked out mirror cap. The glass fills up the entire frame. No blind spot monitoring on the glass, unfortunately. Some shiny chrome for the window trim. Blacked out B-pillar, smart access for the driver and the front passenger. Same rear wheel and tire setup. Only difference is the smaller brake caliper. The taillights are not LED for the brake light itself, but it appears to be LED for the turn signals, and the reverse light is a halogen. But other than that, Malibu badges out rear are also outlined in red. Chevy bow tie is blacked out. We can take a squat back here, fire up this 1.5-liter turbo, and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the 1.5-liter Ecotec 4-cylinder turbo sold by Chevrolet for the 2022 Malibu LT with the Redline edition, and it sounds decent-ish. It makes a decent amount of power. Definitely can't complain with 0 to 60 under 8 seconds for a midsize sedan that starts under $25,000 for the base model. There is an aluminum stick connecting your 2 strut towers together in front of the radiator. No additional supports, but it still feels pretty nimble. When we got this car to this parking lot, it felt very nimble through the twisties. You'll check that out once we take it out for a drive. But we'll figure out this prop rod real quick. Hopefully I don't drop the camera in the process. Get this thing back to where it belongs, and we can drop the hood. It feels very light too. This is a lightweight car, weighing in under 3,200 pounds. As far as the interior, before the interior actually, I haven't shown you guys the window sticker. I want to show that to you. so you get a good sense of what we get. So standard features, you can pause, take a look at all of these. $26,800 for the base price, $1,200 the Redline edition. After the Redline edition, which you can pause, take a look at all the features that comes equipped with, we have a price of $29,000 after an $1,100 destination charge. So it's not cheap, but under 30,000 bucks, we do get quite a bit for this car. 32 combined MPGs, always nice to see over 30 MPGs for economy cars. Up top, we get this cloth material for your arm will often rest, hard plastic, which feels rubberized in front of it. And I'm not gonna knock them for the cloth because again, for an economy vehicle, it's nice in general to have soft touch materials. Like the Camaro that I drive, my LT1 has hard plastic up top and it can get kind of annoying, and I would prefer this cloth. That cloth continues for the armrest, good padding, auto one touch for the driver, the power windows for the rest of the passengers, four-way adjustable mirrors, massive storage. You can stack like 3 or 4 footlongs on top of each other, 20-ounce water bottle to wash it down, Chevrolet nameplate. As we step inside, blue plastic over it. It's not actually blue. The seats are just cloth, but they're comfortable and pretty supportive. For the bolsters, fully adjustable, lumbar control, you can recline, drop, lift, and slide. As far as the interior in general, you can take a step inside and really check it out. So we have push start, foot on the brake, push start, nice, and everything fires right to life. The steering wheel, we'll turn the air down by a couple so you guys can hear a little better, but the steering wheel, it's not quite the same as the Camaro. It's pretty thick. The 10-2 bolstering notches are solid. 9-3 feels good in your hands, but it's not a sports car. Don't expect a sporty steering wheel. The steering feels good. It's not great, but the overall turning capability and handling feels very nimble for a midsize sedan. Cruise control on the left side, infotainment adjustments, voice commands, and your phone calls. You can hang up and answer them. Turn signal stocks have a solid click to them. Auto high beams, auto headlamps, no rain sensing wipers, but wouldn't be expected. Auto headlamps to the left of the steering wheel. Interior lighting, hood latch release, you can get a good look at your pedals, tilt and telescoping steering wheel, rubberized dashboard. It's not a soft touch, but it is rubberized, so it feels kind of higher quality. The tach goes to about 6,400. LCD infotainment screen in the center, 140 mile an hour speedometer, fuel level and coolant temperature right up top. Speaking of that LCD infotainment cluster, we can adjust between looking at our remaining oil life, air filter life, oil pressure, tire pressure, battery voltage, which is a nice appreciated feature. You can get a little heads up before your battery dies, coolant temp, units, speed warning, and right back to the remaining oil life. Eco shows us our eco index, drive cycle, and our average MPGs, fuel economy as well. Trip shows us a digital speedo. That's appreciated. I'll probably leave it there for this review. Trip 1, average fuel economy. Trip 2, range, average vehicle speed, and a timer. We'll leave it at the digital speedo for now. Pretty impressive. We have a 8-inch touchscreen too, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Those features are wireless. We don't get navigation, but with the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you can simply mirror it from your phone. But pretty basic, similar to my Camaro LT1. You can see everything that's available in this settings, apps, vehicle. Cool. My personal favorite to look at all times would probably just be this home screen where it shows us all the widgets. Don't really need to use anything at the moment. Dual zone automatic climate control, vent controls in the center if you don't want to use auto climate. Heated seats, no ventilated seats, auto start stop disabled for this review. Hazards next to those. Faux aluminum surrounding the air vents. Cool. Storage, traction control you can disable. Gear selector controls your CVT transmission, low gear, and some manual up-down shifts for the ratios. Pass through, good spot for a phone or wallet. For the cup holders, solid size cup holders, and they're outlined in this chrome trim. I would expect you to fit up to 16-ounce cups. Electronic parking brake, new for 2022. Additional storage, perfect for a key. Nice, gushy, soft armrest. I kind of wish my Camaro LT1 had material like this. Very nice spot for your arm. Massive storage. You're fitting a 12-pack of 20-ounce water bottles in there with no issues whatsoever. The glove box, we can open it up, damped. Not very large, it's not very deep. I would expect you to fit a pair of shoes with no problem, but really not much else. It's not deep enough for license plates, but you can throw car accessories there all day. Not a frameless rear view mirror, it's not auto dimming either, but still does the job. OnStar interior lights are LED. Cool. No garage home link settings on the LT trim level. I'm sure it's optional for the higher trims or a package that you can get for like $1,000, but that's about it for this front seat. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there. This is a mid-size sedan, so it should be relatively spacious. The materials though, same as up front, cloth for the upper portion, hard plastic in front of it, aluminum door handle, and a massive storage capability. The rear seats, padding goes all the way out to the door frame, solid bolstering even for a back seat. Legroom looks massive. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and yeah, I still have a ton of space, easily 4, 5, 6 inches of knee room, plenty of room for my feet. There's something poking in my back. I should have unbuckled the seatbelt before taking a seat back here, but we live and we learn. Yeah, very spacious. We get air vents too. That's appreciated for just an LT trim. Interior lights, LED, center cubby. You got to jab your hand into it, but it's large. You can fit 2 arms on here with no issues. Pass through, good for a phone, 2 cup holders. You'll fit 16 ounces in there. Headroom, I still have at least an inch, maybe 2 inches before my head would start to touch. So very impressive interior, guys. For a sub $30,000 midsize sedan, I could definitely see the value. Trunk space should also be impressive for the midsize sedan. Underneath the Chevy badge, the trunk shoots up a little bit. Electronically, the hinges will crush your cargo if you load up any higher than this, so be careful. But the space is massive, opening is massive. Depth, I can't even come close to reaching the back seats. A little bit of storage beneath this floor mat shows us our spare tire. Cool, that's also appreciated. Very wide cutouts behind the wheel wells, so you'll fit a golf bag with no issues. You can fold the rear seats down, 60-40 split, simply by pulling these latches. We can shut this thing right up, take one more step back, get a quick little walk around of this Malibu LT with the Redline edition. And I like the Redline edition. For 1,200 bucks, it really transforms the exterior design of the Malibu. As far as performance, let's take it out for a drive and find out. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the 2022 Chevy Malibu LT Redline edition. Let's take it out for a drive. And the first thing I notice is the throttle is pretty sensitive. The second thing I notice is with that rain cloud, there is no chance we're gonna get another review in today. I mean, it's gonna be 6:30 by the time we finish anyway, but I was really hoping to get one more done. We still might, we'll see. Maybe I'll do a rainy day review, but it looks like it's gonna be a serious storm. But back to the car, the steering feels very light. There is no sport mode, unfortunately, so this is just the way the steering is gonna be. But the handling is good. You'll see once we go through the twisties. Let's actually make a left turn. There's a couple twisties over here too. Right here, watch this. Boom, wow. No understeer, the body roll, there's a little bit, but very limited. It's nice when you have just emptiness in this Compart. Brakes feel good. Throw it in one more time. Oh my gosh, feels nice. Yeah, let's go. Good. The CVT, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I very rarely ever am. Yeah. But it's a nice little playful sedan. The mid-range is strong. The CVT doesn't hurt this car at all for mid-range. It's just for top end, it's a little bit slow. We'll try an acceleration off the line as we position ourselves right here. All right, ready? Let's go. Lag, boost. Wow, that was a lot of lag. Yeah, so although the tach goes to 6,400 RPM, we're shifting closer to around like 52, 5,300, and I'm fine with that. Keep us in the torque curve as long as possible. Yeah, steering, you don't really feel anything, but the handling is good. It stays flat. We're not rolling around. Nice. So as far as like a commuter car, just calming down. We don't need to be hammering through the twisties the whole time for this little test drive. Just cruising along. It's quiet, smooth, very smooth. We'll do a window check, see if we get dual panes. No, we don't get dual panes. Really wouldn't be expected. One more time. Body roll is limited. Let's go. It feels strong for what it is. 0 to 60 under 8 seconds. That's perfect for a sub $30,000 commuter car. Take a step out onto this road, merge with the traffic. See how quickly we can do that. We're not just gonna floor, we'll lean into about half throttle. Daily gas pedal as soon as we get the chance. All right, about third throttle. Boom, okay. So the torque is there. It feels very torquey of a motor. As soon as this guy makes his turn, we'll slam on the gas one last time and then bring this thing back to Chevrolet of Wesley Chapel on the gas. Yeah. Not bad. It really doesn't feel any slower than a 1.5 turbo Accord or a 2.5 naturally aspirated Camry. It feels very strong. I wasn't expecting it to feel this good. Obviously the Premier with the 2-liter turbo and 9-speed auto transmission, that's the trim level you want. But if you want to save 7,000 bucks, you don't really care about doing 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, you're more than happy getting there in the high 7s, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2022 Malibu. Very spacious, very practical. Sound system is solid, comparable to what I have in my Camaro LT1, and I've never complained about my sound system. So if you're just looking for a sub $30,000 well-optioned, spacious, mid-size sedan that can get to 60 in under 8 seconds, I would definitely recommend checking out the 2022 Chevy Malibu, and I would check it out with the Redline package because it looks really cool with all the red accents. And a huge thanks to Chevy of Wesley Chapel for making this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're in the Tampa, Wesley Chapel area looking for a new car, SUV, or truck, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you guys, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you'd like to see reviewed in this channel too, and I'll definitely try to get those videos for you as soon as possible. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.